time for some more endurance. So today's workout is 1 mile run, 30 down ups, 60 overhead walking lunges, 30 down ups, finishing off with a 1 mile run again. Now, like last week, we want the 1 mile run to be roughly the same kind of time, the first one and the second one. So make sure you work on your pacing throughout the workout. For your down ups, again, don't stop when you do your down ups, just keep moving at a nice steady pace. Overhead walking lunges or static lunges if you've not got the space. Make sure you keep that arm nice and close to your ear. Maybe swap every 5 or 10 lunges, just to give the shoulder rest and swap round. So let's run through the down up. So the down up is basically a burpee without the jump. So we start up nice standing tall. So position 1, position 2, we hinge over, our hands come to the floor. Position 3, we kick our feet back. Position 4 is where we go onto the floor with our chest. Position 5, we snake up. And then position 6, I will pop my hips upwards and then bring my feet forwards into position 6. And then position 7, stand nice and tall. So a bit of speed now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's your down up. Now for your overhead walking lunge, we want to make sure our feet and our knees are in line. So if I'm standing down here, as you can see, my foot is facing the camera here, my knee's facing that way as well. If I'm standing over here, we want to make sure that my knee is in line with my toes. We don't want your knee to go over your toes. We don't want your knee to be back down here. The ideal place to be is have that calf nice and vertical, so we've got a 90-degree angle here, and also a 90-degree angle between the floor and our shin. So if we grab our dumbbell or water bottle or kettlebell plate, we want to make sure that we keep our arm nice and straight and upright and try and keep this gap between our arm and our ear as small as possible. We're locking that arm out, we're pushing that dumbbell into the sky. Make sure you brace your core so you're not wobbling around as you're walking. So we want to be in this position at the bottom, and then we'll stand up, and that's the other side. So what I recommend is doing 5 or 10 with your dumbbell held up on this arm. Put it down, shake it out, lift this one up, make sure, again, distance between the ear and the arms as close as possible. Push that elbow up, hold the core nice and tight, do another 5 or 10 on this arm. When we're in this position, we want to be in a nice straight body positioning. We don't want our dumbbell to be out here. We don't want it to be back here. Try and keep yourself as straight as possible. Really brace that core, keep yourself nice and solid. Now, as I said last week, the idea for the run is we want to try and keep that run roughly the same time. So if you're going out and hitting absolutely smashing a 5-minute mile to start off with, that is your goal for the second mile after you've done your down ups and your dumbbell overhead lunges. A little bit of a challenge, try and take in the weight with you just as that bit of extra, or if you've got a weighted vest or a rucksack, stick that on for your mile run, just see how you get on with that. So just to run through the warm up of what if I was doing this workout I'd do. So start off with either start with a 200-meter run, or what you can do is you can jog on the spot for say 30 seconds and then count down 3, 2, 1 and go as flat out as possible for 10 seconds. Sprint, nice high knees, getting those legs working, getting that heart rate up. So what we're going to do is we're going to jog on the spot for 30 seconds, sprint for 10 seconds. We're going to repeat that 3 times. And then following on from that, we're going to do a bit of movement work. So we're going to do some bear crawls. And we're going to do the bear crawls with our hips nice and high. So instead of having our bear crawls, we have our shins close to the floor like here. Hips nice and high. Really engage the shoulders, engage the core, walking forwards and then walking backwards. So we'll do 30 seconds of those, and then 30 seconds of duck walks to get those legs, get those legs and hips warm. We'll sit in our squat position, hands as high as we possibly can. If that's here, that's fine. We want to try and get a nice upright torso, so I like to put my hands behind my head and then walk forwards, really pushing your knees out and those hips, and then depending on the space, walk backwards and then back forwards again. So you can perform 30 seconds of bear crawls, and then 30 seconds of duck walk, and then repeat again, so you do a minute of each in total. And then finally, just to really peak that heart rate before we get going, make sure the legs are nice and warm, the shoulders are nice and warm. You're going to perform 10 jumping jacks into 10 burpees, back to 10 jumping lunges, back to 10 burpees, okay? So just to run through the warm-up, we're going to jog on the spot for 30 seconds and then sprint for 10, repeat that for 3, 30-second bear crawl, 30-second duck walk, repeat twice, and then 10 jumping lunges and 10 burpees, repeat that twice, okay? Have fun, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you at 6.